Hello everybody. Thought I'd talk about how things are in the world, right? You've got this happening in one country, this happening in another country, right? Now, the thing is, every single thing we've all seen, right? On the net, right? On YouTube, TikTok, all other social media apps, right? It's all been a distraction, okay? One big distraction. And the one person that's caused all this for the past 4.5 years is Albo. And I think it's time that we said to him, enough's enough. Because it's as though he has a hit list, right? When he became Prime Minister 4.5 years ago, I said then, between March and November, he would have done a thing. By the time November came that year, right? And by the time November came in that year, he did nothing. The only thing he started doing was stuffing the country up. Prices going up, right? And they kept going up, tripling, right? Now, as I said, he has a hit. I'd say he has a hit list, because the thing is, first, as soon as he's won and he's Prime Minister, starts saying, "Oh, we'll put the prices up." We keep putting them up and up and up and up and up. Right? He's in on it with the supermarkets. Right? Now, of course, one or two people might say he's not. There's no, but he is. You see, have you ever known any other Prime Minister before Albo to put prices up and up and up, triple and triple and triple every 3 to 4 months? Because no other Prime Minister has ever done that. The only person that's done it is Albo. And he's been doing this for the past 4.5 years. Right? Now, first it's the hit list. First he has the prices going up. Then he starts saying about, oh, we're going to have a social media banning under 16s. He puts a bill in 3 times. The first 2 times, Parliament said no. The third time, they said yes, where they should have said no. You see, Albo doesn't know what no means. Now, if someone says no, no means no. Right? But to him, no. So that was number 2. Right? Number 3. Because that social media banning thing happened in December last year, although it's fallen through. Number 3. Number 3. And number 4. The first month of the year, we all think, oh yes, 2026, is it going to be a good year? Let's hope it is. Because we all thought it would be, right? No. As soon as the first month of this year started, Albo decides, oh, we're going to have a hate speech law thing. Load of rubbish, really. Absolute load of rubbish, right? So he starts doing that. Then round about the middle of March into April, we've got, a fuel crisis. And that went on right in, as I said, April to the end of April, and now the fuel price at the petrol has gone down because the whole thing was a lie. Huh? Scare people. Now, I can imagine what other things he's got on his hit list, because you see, he needs to go, right? We can't have a stupid Prime Minister like him continue flushing this country down the toilet. Now, to me, there's two cultures, right? You've got Australian culture and you've got the Aboriginal culture. And the two cultures in this country that get pushed aside is Australians and Aborigines. Those two cultures get pushed aside, right? They don't care. Albo doesn't care if he's, the Aborigines against the whites and the whites against the Aborigines. He couldn't care less. But those two cultures are the ones that are getting pushed aside. He's helping the wrong people instead of the right people. We can't put up with this idiot for too long, because it's got to stop. Seriously, it's got to stop. Now, of course, I've heard on TikTok, we all want him gone, and his minions can follow. But I wish there was a way of getting rid of him so he goes and his minions follow. Because this is something else that I think is absolutely disgraceful. Anita Wells, right? She has, in other words, stolen that much money, millions and millions of dollars, right? Now, she should have got in trouble, but because she's a politician, oh no, politicians don't be told, oh, naughty, naughty, shouldn't do that. A reporter asks Albo's doing a conference sort of thing, talking to the reporters, and one of the reporters spoke to him about, Anita Wells, paying money back and all this, blah, 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 blah. And he turns around and starts flapping his gum saying, she's paid it back. So, in other words, politicians can steal money and then say, we pay it back. But if anybody else, any other normal person, steals money and then says, I'll pay it back, they get in trouble, don't they? They get in big trouble. But politicians, no, they don't. And the thing is, every single one, right, should get in big trouble. Not this business of, it's all right, just pay it all back, blah, 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 blah. Seriously, now don't you think that is absolutely disgraceful? They are stealing money using it for themselves and getting away with it. They are to get in trouble. Another person that should be getting in trouble is the Governor General. She should be getting in big trouble as well, because a Governor General has the right to get rid of a Prime Minister. But she says, oh, she can't. She can. You look it up on the net and you'll find that it says a Governor General, in other words, has a right to get rid of a Prime Minister if they're doing the wrong thing. And Alba has been doing the wrong thing for the past 4.5 years. Right? And that's not right. That is absolutely bloody disgraceful. That's another thing. The only reason why he wanted to become Prime Minister is be paid lots of money. He got paid, we got a bonus, $600,000. What? Because he did a good job? He didn't do a good job. He did nothing. All he did was stuff up this country. And he gets a $600,000 pay rise, $600,000 pay rise for nothing. Seriously. When someone gets a pay rise, they only get a pay rise. The person gets a pay rise for doing a good job. You know, working hard. But he's not. He's rorting the system, in other words. And we can't have that at all. It can't keep going and going and going. We've got to have someone to be a better Prime Minister who's going to use the money, think of the country, help the country, use the money for this country and help the right people, not the wrong people. Tighten the borders, more or less. That's the thing. It needs to happen. So I thought I'd do this video because I have had a bloody gutful of this business of what he's doing with all this money. And Anika Wells is, oh, she's not getting in trouble. Oh, she's paying it back. Oh, he says, oh, she's paid it back. She needs to get in trouble. Big trouble. Because a person steals money, they get in trouble for it. But politicians, no. That's not how it works. You see, they think him and all his other minions think they're above the law. And they're not above the law at all. They're under the law. The law's here, they're the politicians. They're not above the law, but they think they are. And they are getting away with it. This has been happening for 4.5 years. Every New Year's Eve, we always hope that the next year is going to be a good year. Well, 2026 hasn't been. Started with some stupid, dumb hate speech law crap. Then by the middle of March, oh, we've got a fuel crisis. Bullshit. It's a load of crap. There's no fuel crisis. And that went on, as I said, that went on until the late April. And then all of a sudden, the prices dropped. Because it was all a load of rubbish. Because as I said before, every single thing we see on YouTube, TikTok, the news, here Albo and the other politicians talk about crap. It's a lie. They are lying. The news lies. They're all in on it with him. Seriously. They're all in it together. In on it with the CEOs of the supermarkets. Now, of course, one or two people might say they're not, but they are. And the other thing is who is pulling the strings? It might be the Illuminati, which might sound a bit far-fetched, but maybe it's true. Or it might be a big corporation controlling everything. Because as soon as they find out, oh, Albo's the Prime Minister of Australia, right? Turn around, oh, we can have him stuff the whole country up. Have bills here and there. So I think it's absolutely disgraceful that that Anika Wells did not get in trouble for taking that money. And she should have. Because a normal person steals money like that much money, gets in trouble. Big trouble. And yet the politicians, no. And I think it's time that they started getting in trouble. Because enough is enough. Anyway, just a little video about that. So anyway, as I say, don't forget to put a like, put a comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. There will be a live stream tomorrow, fair few live streams on Wednesday, and live streams Thursday, Friday, and so on and so on. So anyway, take care. Bye now.